So you've been wondering how to manage teenage anger. It happens a lot. There's some surprising things you might not have known. First, get really clear about who controls this. Hint, it's not you. So who does that bring it down to? Really, parents get frustrated a lot of times about their kids, their teenagers, and the anger that they're experiencing there, but you really don't control it. That can be very frustrating, but it's an important realization. We start from that because then we can turn our focus to the things that we actually control. And the other tips that I'll share with you today have to do with those things that you control as a parent. Now, if you're a teenager watching this video and you're wondering about tips for how you can control your own anger, I got some other videos for you. So go check those out here on the channel. You'll find them easily if you just search with those terms right here on the channel. Let's get to the parent's job. Your job is to love them no matter what and even if. Even if they're angry? Yes, it's especially important when they're angry. So get clear about your job and remember who controls this. It's not you. While we're focused on what we control as parents, one of the things you control, and this surprises some people because they don't really realize they control this, you get to maintain a calm voice, face, and body. This is a tip that I got from my friend Nicolene Peck. She was featured on a couple of the videos that we have here on the channel. And as an expert in parenting, she said this: we can talk about anything if we maintain a calm voice, face, and body. Now, the surprising part of this is that sometimes we blame our kids, or our teenagers in this case, for our own upsetness. Oh, you're making me so mad. No, they're not. Your thinking is what's causing your emotional reaction to this. They're just being teenagers. It's what they do. You get to maintain a calm voice, face, and body. Now, this is easier said than done. I get it. If you need to stop and take a break, do a little breathing to get control of your own emotional reaction, then do it. Because this is essential to the steps that we're going to do next. Everything we've talked about so far is setup. It's preparing you for this particular step. And the next one, which is also important. On this step, we're going to move into communication mode, and I want you to shift the focus from telling your kid what they need to hear to simply listening to understand. This is not easy to do because you're getting upset if your teenager's getting upset, typically. Well, that's why we took some time to calm down. Make sure that you have a calm voice, face, and body, and now we shift the communication focus to listening. To do this, you have to take that thing that you want your kid to understand, that you want to just cram down their throat right this minute. Take that and set it on a shelf right over here. Just stick it on a shelf for safekeeping. Because if you bring out that idea that you want to share with your teen when they're angry, they're not going to hear it anyway. And it will be wasted. So put it on a shelf, okay? It's important. That's why we're putting it on the shelf. Now, while that's on the shelf, shift the focus to the listening. This is not easy, but you have nothing to lose by shifting that focus and everything to gain. You want to help your teenager feel heard. 9 times out of 10, when teenagers are having an anger incident, it's because they don't feel heard or understood or appreciated or important. They feel like they're being ignored or not seen in this world. As their parent, it's your responsibility to help them feel heard. You may not agree with some of the stuff that's coming out of their mouth. Don't worry about that right now. Simply get into a position where you can actually understand where they're coming from and feed it back to them in a way that they recognize it. This is called reflective listening. And they taught us this back in graduate school. You get it for free right here at Live on Purpose TV. where you listen carefully and then you rephrase it. Give it back to them in a way that they recognize it. It usually sounds kind of like this. Okay, so you're feeling like you have to do everything around here and nobody else is helping out, and that you're never really recognized for the good things that you do. Is that what you're saying? Okay, now notice, when I said that, I wasn't putting a parental spin on it. It wasn't like, okay, so you feel like you're doing everything. No, don't go there. Be genuine. Give it to them in a way that they will recognize it. This is powerful. Once they feel heard, some interesting things start to happen psychologically. The defenses come down. They don't feel anymore like they have to fight with you like they were before. You're not the enemy after all. But they don't always know this because of the way we show up as parents. Sometimes we reinforce that idea that it's them against us, right? Well, there's only one team. It's all of us united for their benefit. Listening to understand is one of the most powerful ways you can get to that particular part. And that sets us up for what's last. Now, before I get to this last point, I know I'm throwing a lot of things at you. You don't have to remember all of this all at once. After all, this is YouTube. You can rewind and watch again, right? We also have a lot of resources available to you, like what we've talked about here in this video at Live on Purpose Central. Go.liveonpurposecentral.com. It'll take you right there where you can check it out. Now let's get to that last point. You have a choice in how you're going to respond to your teenager's anger. And what I would suggest is that you opt for empathy. Opt for empathy. Think about what that means for a moment. First of all, it's a choice. And if you have a choice, why not pick something that puts you in the best position possible to be a powerful influence in the life of your teenager? That's what the opt part means. You actually get to choose it. Empathy is defined by understanding and caring how someone else feels. Both of those components are necessary. You understand and care. And there are a lot of reasons why your child is feeling what they're feeling right now. So connect with that and show them that you get it, you understand, and you care. And it doesn't mean that you would feel the same way. You've got years of experience over them. You've learned things from your life that put you in a different position. So you have to get out of your own mind enough to really connect with them and how they're feeling. This is a powerful way to cement that relationship too. And it's the relationship that's going to help you resolve a lot of things that are going to come up as a natural part of being a teenager. So opt for empathy, connect with them, and show them that you get it. During our conversation, I mentioned Live on Purpose Central. I'm not sure if you're aware of what's actually available there. We've been talking about how to manage teenage anger. There's a course called the Positivity Power Up right there at Live on Purpose Central that helps any of us to learn how to control the equipment a little better. And if you'd like to talk to me personally, I'm there every week in my open office hours. I would love to see you there.
And I wished I'd had a number so